Marines, what's the craziest improvised solution you've come up with in the field? During my second deployment to Iraq, our unit was stationed at a remote outpost that was constantly getting hit by sandstorms. These weren't your regular dusty days. These were full-blown, can't-see-your-hand-in-front-of-your-face nightmares. Our biggest problem was our communications equipment. The fine sand would get into everything, and we'd lose contact with headquarters for hours. Command was getting antsy about our radio silence, but we couldn't stop the sand from destroying our gear. One day, Lance Corporal Martinez, who grew up fixing cars in his dad's garage, looked at our broken comms equipment and said, "You know what would work? Pantyhose." We all stared at him like he'd lost his mind. "Pantyhose?" Staff Sergeant Wilson asked. "You want us to put women's underwear on military equipment?" Martinez just nodded. "My mom used to put them over the air intake on her old Chevy during dust storms. Keeps the particles out but lets air flow." Nobody had a better idea, so we radioed the next supply drop to include pantyhose. The supply officer thought we were joking until our lieutenant got on and confirmed. 2 days later, we had a dozen pairs of queen-size pantyhose, and we went to work stretching them over every air intake, vent, and exposed component on our communications gear. The next sandstorm hit, and guess what? Everything kept working. We had clear comms the entire time. When the colonel visited a week later and saw our setup, he just stood there, mouth open. Are those?" "Yes, sir," our staff sergeant replied. "Standard issue tactical filtration devices." The colonel shook his head, laughed, and said, "I don't want to know where you got them, but I want this solution implemented across all forward operating bases by next week. Sometimes in the Corps, the craziest ideas are the ones that